just be patient with it. This is what I tell you. Be very patient with it. Don't be too quick to jump, and don't be too quick to jump and make that move. Just be patient. Wait for that opportunity. Like what we're looking at right now. We understand. Hey, tall head. I heard tall head. I got your message, bro. I'm gonna hit you up and respond to your message. I'm gonna respond to your message, bro. But no, so just be patient, right? We understand and have a strong understanding of what 2024 can potentially bring, right? We have that understanding. And since we have this understanding, we don't have to be so anxious and say, okay, it has to happen now. No, it doesn't have to happen now. Okay? We understand that we ran from October of 2023, we ran from 409 spot all the way to 503 spot, right? It's almost $100. Okay, so we do understand there's going to be a pullback. We do understand there's key things that we're looking at in 2024 that's going to give us the green light. Okay, the first thing that we're looking at in 2024 is we want to make sure we understand what inflation is going to do. Okay, in February, if we get a higher inflation report in February, it's going to be the market is going to get scared. And with the market get scared in February, once we have this, is it January, February? Yeah. We just had a January report. You have a February report. Whichever one the next CPI report that we have, what's going to happen is this market is going to get scared. It's going to fall down. And when that market is falling down, we make money wise going down as well. And we're preparing ourselves and waiting for that next move back up. Okay? Because if you think about, go back and look at October 2023 to now and look at that move up. Okay, that move is probably going to repeat itself. The market does the market does the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Okay, so when everyone is screaming, "Oh, this is the worst day for the Dow Jones, worst day for spot S&P 500, two straight weeks of red," that's your time to say, "Okay, I'm making some money while it's going down." All right. But I'm building and I'm waiting. I'm building and I'm waiting. I'm building and I'm waiting for the opportunity to say, boom, this is my buying opportunity. Chris, how do you know when the buying opportunity is going to be? Okay, that's a great question. You're not going to catch the bottom right at the bottom. You may have to ease yourself into the trade. You may say, okay, I'm going to buy 10 contracts of a certain stock. So when it starts falling down, you buy 4 contracts here. If it keep falling down, you buy some more in. You buy 2 or 3 more contracts. It keep falling down, you buy some more contracts. Okay. But what we're going to be looking at, thank you, Six Hustles, March CPI data, yes. But what we're going to be looking for is we're going to start off looking for demand zones, right? Key levels of support levels. We're going to be looking for all of those things on the way down. And at the same time, we're going to be making money on the way down. So the money we're making on the way down, right? We want to reinvest those funds back into the account when the market starts to go back up. That's why I always tell people, the same thing. I tell people when opportunities like this right now that we're currently in starts to happen, do not blow up your account. Do not get so greedy where you don't take your profits and you blow up your account. Okay, this is the time where we're about to enter into, especially if we get negative March CPI data. The time we're about to come into is a take profit time. Okay, and why I say a take profit time, because we don't want to push it to the limit. We want to take our profits and let that account start to build, and then when we hit that bottom, we want to catch that bounce off of the bottom, somewhere around the bottom, and go crazy to the upside and have SPY come right back up there and test this 503 area. It's going to be a replay of what happened. It may not be as intense as what happened from July down to October. Because if you go back to July, this is the thing about historical data when it comes to the stock market. Everybody go back and take a look at July 2023. Okay, and then you want to ask yourself, Chris, July 2023, I see this. I see that the stocks start to fall down. Chris, why did the market fall down from July 2023 down to October 2023? Chris, what happened? What happened is the exact same thing that's happening right now that could potentially happen right now. In July 2023, we had the UK and Canada's, their inflation went up. So when inflation went up over there, what did they do? They got scared. When they got scared, what happened? We got scared. When we got scared, what happened? The market started to sell off, and it sold off for almost for almost 3 months until Jerome Powell came back on stage and said what? Jerome Powell came back on there and said, hey, the data's looking pretty good, XYZ, XYZ. Then boom, boom, straight up, and we haven't looked back since. So now, what's going on right now? At this very moment right now, we went to all-time highs. Congratulations, we broke over that 500. Beautiful. But now what we're experiencing is we're experiencing CPI data is coming out negative, right? CPI data is coming out negative, which is not good. We got other data that goes against CPI that's coming out negative. We got some data like the job claims and everything, the unemployment job claims, all that good stuff is coming out of a place we don't want it to come out at. So what are investors saying now? Investors are saying, well, man, listen, we had a great run. Let me take some profits. And then you start seeing the market drop some. Let me take some more profits. Then you start seeing the market drop some. Let me take some more profits. Then you start seeing, thank you, Miss Steele. And then you start seeing the
recording in progress.
And then you start seeing the market drop some more. Okay, and then you're gonna start getting headline reports. This is the S&P has been red for 4 days in a row. People are taking profits. We have money on the sideline. This and that. You're gonna start hearing all these things, and the market's gonna fall down some, fall down some, fall down some. And then, like I said, you make money during that process, but you also make money when it goes back up. Okay. So that's kind of that's where we are. That's the place that we're at right now. You can, and I'm gonna break some things down to you now, and you can kind of see where we are in the market, kind of get a better understanding of what's possibly going to take place and where we are, and then we go from there. Okay. All right, everybody. Welcome, YouTube. If you're on Instagram right now, go to the link in my bio, and click on my YouTube link, and join into the live on YouTube so you can actually see my screen. This is we're about to go in on some live trading. Everybody about to go in on some live trading. So a lot of people, if you're new, some of the things that I'm going to be saying, you're not going to understand anything that I'm saying if you're new. If you want to, I call people my old heads, right? If you one of the old heads who came through my mastermind and all that stuff, welcome back. And you guys should know everything I'm about to say, right? Or have an understanding of what I'm about to say. So if you're new, just hang around. Watch some of my YouTube videos and those things, and just hang around, and then you'll start gradually picking up. Also, everybody, March 25th through March 29th is my next 5-day mastermind. It's a Mastermind 2.0, everybody. Mastermind 2.0. This is the Mastermind 2.0 that we're going to start addressing. We're going to start addressing all-time highs. So in this mastermind, you're going to learn what was learned previously, but you're also going to learn how to address all-time highs. How are you going to be able to identify resistance areas when there's no resistance areas? How are we going to find supply zones when there's no supply zones, right? We're going to break down that and a lot of other things going on. Is a lot of other things as well, okay, in that mastermind, March 25th through March 29th, okay? And everybody, take this link that you're on right now, send it out to 5 of your friends, man. Let them know that, hey, it's time. All right, it's time. And everybody, like I was just explaining, I would truly say there's no better time to be in the market, okay? Today, right? Today is going to be a big day for the market, a huge day for the market. The reason why it's going to be so huge for the market today is based upon this. Today is NVIDIA's earnings, everybody. NVIDIA has made people wealthy over the past year and a half. Okay, the poor became rich, rich became wealthy, and the wealthy just made more money. Now, what we're excited about today is this. Okay, today NVIDIA is going to release their earnings. If NVIDIA meets everything, or they beat the expectations, normally a stock will potentially go up, and that's positive news off of NVIDIA beating their earnings. Okay, but listen in close, everybody. Listen in close. That's what I'm about to tell you. If NVIDIA beat their earnings today, and everything is great in the world, and the market falls down, everyone, that's a sign to say that, hey, something is not right. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. If they beat their earnings at 4 o'clock tonight, 4 o'clock this evening, they're going to release their earnings. If their earnings say they met expectations with EPS, they met expectations with revenue, their guidance is good, but the market still falls down, listen, everybody, that means the market is now becoming tentative. They're becoming afraid of that. They're afraid again of this inflation. So therefore, even on good news, the market decides to sell. Even on good news, the market decides to sell. If that happens, everybody, we're now in that place where we're potentially on our way down, starting to go back down. Okay, when we're going down, everybody, this is very important. I want you to listen up. When the stock market is in a downward trend, everybody, a great play for you is to make plays out of your supply zone. Okay, let me say that again. When the market is in a downward trend, a great opportunity for you to enter is inside of a supply zone. Put your stop loss at the top of the supply zone, and you enter in the supply zone, because the market is in a downward trend. Therefore, the market is pushing the market down. So when you go into a supply zone, what does that mean? That means there's a lot of sellers there. So you want to enter where the sellers are, right? And if it happens to break above, you got your stop loss there. But you want to enter where the sellers are. They push the market down. You make your profit. Get out before you get into it. But get out before you get to a 1 hour or 4 hour or a 1 year, 1 day demand zone. And then do that same play over and over and over and over again. But then something is going to happen. Then you're going to see one supply zone broken, 2 supply zones broken. And then that's when you understand when that trend line is broken as well. I'm going to show you guys this in the actual market in a second. When that trend line is broken as well, you're going to start seeing that, oh, the trend line's broke. We're breaking through supply zones. What's going on? Okay. And then, everybody, one of the great things that's going on right now is this, everybody. There's literally $6 trillion, everybody. And then we're going to get into this thing, everybody. $6 trillion sitting on the sideline. $6 trillion. 1 second, mute this. Okay. $6 trillion. What? Oh, here we go. I got it. All right. $6 trillion that's literally sitting on the sideline that has not come into the market yet. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's $6 trillion that's not in the market yet. This is why the analysts are expecting 2024, 2025 to be great years for the market. And if you're already in the market, make sure you keep going through that course that you have unlimited access to and learning this skill set. If you're not in the market yet, you need to make sure you learn this skill set, because they're expecting a good 2 years as long as inflation is under control. And you have $6 trillion that's not in the market yet. What happens when that $6 trillion come into the market? I know what happens. Boom. When do you think this $6 trillion will come into the market? It's a strong possibility the $6 trillion will come into the market once the market falls down, i.e. what we're potentially doing now, falls down, find some footing, and then next thing you know, you're going to see trillions of dollars coming into the market, pushing this market back up, and looking at 503, waving behind 503. And I personally believe by Q1 of 2025, we will have a 600 SPY as long as inflation is under wraps. Just my thoughts, everybody. Just my thoughts. But these are my thoughts, everybody. Just my thoughts. If you go back to any of my old videos, you probably heard me screaming, man, we got a 500 SPY that's about to come up. 500 SPY about to happen. Okay? So let's jump into this market, everybody. Let's jump into this market. Miss Steele, I'm going to need you to give me those pivot points in a second, okay? So let's jump into this market, everyone, so you guys can see what's going on in the world. Also, hit that like button as well. Hit the like button as well, everybody. They say it helps with the algorithm, so hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. All right, let's go. Let's get started. All right. thing. I want you guys to see. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. On my YouTube, on my Zoom, I got me and Miss Steele here right now. Me and Miss Steele having a nice little conversation about the market. All right, there we go. That's what I need to see. All right, beautiful, perfect. Okay, so everybody, so right here on my screen right now, this is the current market. This is the market that we have going on right now. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go to SPY. You can see I got plenty. You see I got plenty levels on SPY right now. So I need to really erase and remove clear drawing sets. Remove all price levels. And remove trend lines. Okay, so right here, everybody, on my screen right now, I have a 1 hour supply zone right here. Okay, 1 hour supply zone on SPY. And just for everybody who don't, who not real familiar with my style and how I how I do everything. When I'm saying the market, everybody, I'm talking about SPY. Okay, when I'm talking about the market, I'm talking about SPY. So if you hear me say the market is doing XYZ, and SPY is the S&P 500, everybody. The S&P 500. The S&P 500 is basically the 500 largest companies on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. All right. So right here we have a 1 hour supply zone. Okay. And a 4 hour demand zone. All right, these zones are from These zones are from yesterday. I think they go a little bit farther back than yesterday, but that's where we are right now. So 1 hour supply zone right here. As you can see, it came into that supply zone and it's been falling out of that supply zone like a falling rock, right? And then we have a 4 hour demand zone right here. So on SPY, everybody, if you're trading, you should have a 1 hour demand zone on SPY. 1 hour supply zone on SPY from 500 to roughly around 503. And a demand zone from 494 down to 490. Okay, 494 down to 490 demand zone, and that's a 4 hour demand zone. Okay, 4 hour demand zone. All right, 4 hour demand zone. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right. Now, while we're right now in the current state in the market is just being choppy. Okay, so there's nothing major happening right now in the market. We're going to talk about NVIDIA earnings later on before we get off this call today as well. Kind of give you my thoughts on it and if I'm going to get into a play or not. I haven't made my decision yet. This is a nice, powerful push-up right here on this 5-minute candlestick on SPY just now. That's nice, real nice. That's real nice. Okay, so let me kind of break down where we are right now in the actual market, though. Okay. So let's go back to the 1 year, 1 day. 1 year, 1 day time frame, and let's go back to July. Let me take this study off so I can leave my screen on. There we go. Okay, so this is where we currently are, everybody. It's good to know the history, because the history tells you what's potentially can happen in the future, right? So right here, where my mouse is at, we were right here, July 2023. So actually July 27th, okay, July 27th of 2023, the market had went on a crazy run up. So we had went from 380 all the way, and that 380 started in March, so March 2023. We went from 380 all the way to 460, okay, 460. All right, 380 to 460. Great run, a 4-month run, okay, on S&P, on SPY. Went crest a lot of money, everybody. Then right here in July, the middle of July, that's when that data I was just talking about, the data came out about inflation going up in the UK and in Canada. So when that happened, look how the market reacted, everyone. The market started to push down. It went from 460 all the way down here to 433, almost a $30 drop. Okay. Then it bounced off of this level, pushed back up to 454, then fell back down. Now check this out, everybody. When it came back here and pushed back down, what did it create, everybody? It created a lower high. So the first high was right here, where I put my gray area. The next high, it bounced and came up and tried to go back up. It stopped right here. It stopped lower than the previous high. Everybody, that's an indication of a downward trend. Higher lows or lower highs is a sign of what? A downward trend. So boom. Next thing you know, we kind of go back down, come right here, made a small low, another lower low. Then we fell back down again. I'm a lower high. Then we fell back down again, pushed back up again, and made another lower high. So we got 4 lower highs right here. Okay. And then we push down again. But then on the push up, something else happened. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So this is the first sign of what you're going to see when you start looking for this downward trend that can potentially start to happen where we currently are. Okay. So you're going to see a push down. You're going to see a bounce back up, and that bounce back up is not going to break above the previous high. All right. And then we're also going to form, look what I'm doing. This is called technical analysis, everybody. We're going to form a downward trend. There's something right around here. Downward trend. Boom. Nice downward trend kind of form. Okay. Now, once we start pushing down at the same time, we're making lower highs as well. Okay. We're making lower highs as well. We made this low right here. Then we had this low right here. Then we had this low right here. All of these are lower lows. Then we had this lower low right here. And what it's forming is forming. Look at this tunnel is forming, everybody. If I come right here, now look right here. Look at that right here. Look at that tunnel is forming almost. It's coming right here, fall down here, come up here, boom, come back up here, fall down here, come back up here, fall down here, came back up. Now check this out, everybody. This is the thing about it. This is how you tell when it's almost over. Okay? Now, when we push up here, we broke above this trend line. The break above that trend line tells us that downward trend is now over. What else tells us that it's over? A break of that previous high. This previous high right here, instead of making another lower high, what did we do? We made a higher high. We broke above this line right here, and look what we did from there. We went from 400 all the way up to 503, basically. It went crazy. Not actually 503, I'm sorry. Went from 400 to 470, making new highs. And then look what happened, everybody. No, yeah, we kept going up. From 470, yeah, that's what I thought. From 409 down here to 503, and we haven't looked back since then. Okay? We haven't looked back since then. All right? Somebody said, what's a good place to start? If you want to start, you can go to my Instagram right now. My Instagram is cjack130. Type in webinar, and I will send you a link to a free class that I have. Okay, it's a link to a free class that I have every Sunday. And also, if you want to purchase my $21 course, you can for $21. Somebody just posted in the chat that says it's good information. So that's kind of what we saw back in July. And everybody, if inflation starts to rear its head up again, this is going to be some of the same structure that we're going to see probably for the next 2 to 3 months. We're going to see downward motion, upward push, lower low. We're going to start seeing that movement. Once you see this, everybody, now you're going to start saying, I recognize what's happening. Okay. You're going to start saying, I see what's taking place. I understand what's happening. Why? Because I've seen it before. Why is seeing it before is important? Because of this, everybody. The market does the same things over and over and over and over and over again. You have to be the person to identify that, hey, we're just doing the same thing we're normally doing over and over and over and over again. So the question is this, everybody. Where would be a great place for the market to fall down to? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Great place for the market to fall down to. If this market starts to fall, everybody, I'm going to make sure I have this level right here. That first high I had on my level, look at the, I'm gonna make it yellow, make it white actually. Look at these white levels right here. Here we go. These white levels I'm drawing, these are potential levels where the stock can potentially fall down to if it starts falling. Okay, that's a level. This a level. This right here is a level as well. Those are levels the stock can start falling to. Okay. Now, if it's a massive fall, this 440 level is a beautiful level, everyone. The 440 level is a beautiful level. But first it has to get through this 490 and get down to 460 first before we start looking there. Okay. Well, first it has to get down there. But this 460 would be a nice place to start buying in it. Start easing yourself in. Then as it goes down some more, start easing yourself in at the 450 level. Goes down some more, start easing yourself in at that 440 level. That 440 level is golden, everybody. The reason why that 440 level is golden, because that's the level that was broken to tell us that, hey, this downward trend is over and boom, the upward trend is beginning at that 440 level. That's a great place to be looking at. Everybody, why do we know this stuff? We know this stuff because what? It has happened before. Okay? It's happened before. Everything repeats itself. And as long as you understand and know what's taking place, congratulations, you're going to be in a good place. Okay? Yes, this is the 1 year, 1 day chart, Snowman. 1 year, 1 day chart. Travis, welcome. This is your first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to learn more, definitely go down to go to my Instagram, type in webinar, and I will send you the link. Market going to go crazy. Man, listen, 6 hustles. If the market goes down to a 450, listen, I'm in. Hey, listen, I'm dumping the bag in. I'm dumping the bag in. Well, I'm on the 1 year, 1 day time frame right now. This is the 1 year, 1 day time frame. You can look at it right here. That's the 1 year, 1 day time frame. This is the S&P 500. Okay, this is the S&P 500. S&P 500. All right. So let's go over to boom, boom, boom. 5 minutes. So let's see what the 5 minute time frame. Miss Steele, are you there, Miss Steele? You got those pivots for me? See if Miss Steele still. If you there, I can't hear you, Miss Steele. If you there, I don't know. I have you on. You should be able to talk. I can't hear you, Miss Steele. Okay, let's see. Okay, pivot point 460. Thank you. Pivot point is 460, 63. So what I'm doing right now, for everybody that's new, I'm going to start showing you guys. I'm gonna do some pivot points for my day trading today. Pivot points are basically, there you go, Brandon. There you go, B Pots. Listen, them leaps, man. Listen, those leaps. I tell everybody, man, those leaps, man. Just jump into those leaps and let it do what it's gonna do. Buy you a year out, 2 years out, and let it do what it's gonna do. 3 months later, you're gonna be like, holy crap, really? Especially when you buy off the bottom. The 21 dollar class is gonna show you the foundational information of stock options. My mastermind, which is the next one, is March 25th through March 29th. That's when I break down everything to you. Okay, it's a 5-day mastermind where I'm with you live. Okay, everyone with you live 5 days. I'm with you live. I'm not sure why, Miss Steele. I'm with you live 5 days, and we trade live together. I teach you live on Zoom, all that good stuff. And that's when I break down everything, set your screen up for you, open your brokerage account for you, show you everything. Like things we're talking about now that you may not understand right now, and break all that down to you. Okay, so what Miss Steele have for me? We have pivot point is 463.03. 463. Oh no, Miss Steele, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying now. No, go back into your pivot calculator. Go back into your pivot calculator and do it again with the previous days. With the previous day, you may have been trading on demand when you got your pivots. So you may have on demand up. Take on demand off because yeah, your days are your points are like real low, too low. Okay. So let me see. I can do the pivots too. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Pivot calculator. So we have yesterday's high on SPY was roughly around 498.41. 498.41. 498.41. Yesterday's low was roughly around 494.48. 494.48. 494.48. And yesterday's close was roughly around. Yesterday's close was roughly around 496.73. 496.73. 496.73. All right. So pivot point. My pivot point is 496. I don't know if you all can see my other screen. Probably, I don't think you can. But it's 496.54. 496.54. Pivot. And then I have my support one, 494.67. 494.67. And then we have 492.61 is my support too. 492.61, and that's real dope. I love that because it's inside of my demand zone. And we have for resistance 1 and resistance 2. Resistance 1 is 498.60. 498.60. And we have 546 is our resistance 2. Okay, so what we have here, everybody, these white lines that I just drew, these are my support and resistance areas, and this orange line in the middle is my pivot area, is my pivot point. Okay, so what these areas act as, the white lines act as levels of support and resistance. Okay, well, all of them act as support and resistance. Oh, thank you, Misha. Thank you, Misha. Yep, that's what I got. 496.50. Yeah, 496.54. Exactly. Thank you. Yep. So these white lines right here are my levels of support and resistance. Everything that's above the orange line are resistance areas. That's my R1 and R2, resistance 1 and resistance 2. Everything that's above the orange line, okay? Everything beneath the orange line is support 1 and support 2. Those are my support levels. Support levels are where buyers are normally hanging around. Resistance levels are where sellers are normally hanging around. So right now what's being told to me is this, that I'm inside of a box. And that's what I love to do. I love to put my stocks inside of a box. So this box that I'm in, I have my support right here, but I have my pivot right here. My pivot point is actually a resistance area. I do both, Ernest. I do both of them. We're going to take a look at that as well. I do both of them. So my pivot points And that gold line, the gold line or that orange line is the most powerful level. Okay, it's the most powerful level of the day. As long as the stock is beneath that gold line, the market is in a downward trend. Okay, the market is in a downward trend. Puts are in play. A great entry point for a call position is a break above this gold line and it sits there and starts to bounce off of it. That's a great entry point, and we can take this thing up to possibly the R1. Okay, a great entry point for puts right now would be a test of this pivot right here. Rejection, it rejects the pivot and start pushing itself down. That's an entry on a put play, and take it down to this support 1. Okay, those are like plays you're looking for when you draw your pivots. All right, anytime the stock is around pivot, you're looking at a potential good opportunity for a nice entry play, for a nice scalp or a nice little day trade. Okay, not a swing trade, but nice day trade, especially if you're day trading, or a nice scalp. Okay. All right. So those are my pivots. And as you can see right here, I have supply and demand zones. Now, what you can see is right now, the candlesticks or the price action is currently close to my pivot. Okay. It's currently close to my pivot area. All right. It's close to my pivots. And not my pivots. It's close to my demand zone. Sorry. It's close to my demand zone. My demand zone, this 4-hour demand zone is a strong level, everybody. This 4-hour demand zone is a strong level. What's up, bud? Come here. What's wrong? Where Asher at?
Those upstairs.
Upstairs. You already ate your breakfast? That's good.
I want more.
You want more? You want more pancakes and sausage? Okay, I'm gonna come make you some more pancake sausage in a minute, okay? All right. So what you see right here in this demand zone, this 4-hour demand zone, I'm gonna go back upstairs to Asher. Go back upstairs to Asher till I come make you some pancakes. Okay. She's still on the couch.
I need tiger stuff.
Take them with you.
Huh?
Take them with you. Love you. Yep. Put them on the counter upstairs, okay? Put them on the table, okay? All right. So this 4-hour demand zone, what this means, everybody, is this. That means there's a lot of buyers right here in this zone, this gray box that I have right here. There's a lot of buyers right here. Okay, and I'm gonna show you on my other screen, on my trading view screen, how long it's been there, right? But it's a lot of buyers right here from 494 to 490. So one thing that we know for sure, everybody, if we break beneath 490, that means that we are going down. That sellers are afraid, the market is afraid of what can happen in the future, because we're breaking this 490 area, this 494 to 490 area, which is a strong level of support, a strong zone of support, I guess you can say. This is where buyers are. That means the buyers have now moved from this area and they went somewhere else, and the sellers are winning the war. Okay, if we push back up to the supply zone and break through the supply zone, the run is not over yet. We still have to keep on running, keep on going, keep on going. Okay, so it's not over. We're gonna keep moving. All right, so that's the supply zone. So I got my supply zone, I have my demand zone, I have my pivots. Okay, on my other screen, trading view, I have a few of the things that I look at as well, as far as some things related to momentum and things of that nature as well. Okay, so not much going on as far as the price right now. I normally wait till 10 a.m. to start trading. 10 a.m. came and nothing actually happened. We had a push up right here, but that's really about it. So right now we're basically trading inside of a box right now. So not much is happening. We've actually been inside of this box ever since yesterday at noon. So yesterday at 12:30, we've been inside this box since yesterday at 11:30. So yesterday at 11:30, we basically came inside of this box, and we really haven't left outside this box since then. Okay, so we've been inside this box for a long time. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to put all of my stocks inside of a box. So my plays, I like to play my plays inside of a box. So first thing I'm looking at is, can I put these plays inside of a box? And I got my plays in the box right now with my pivot point and my S1. So what am I looking for next? I'm looking for the move outside of the box. Outside of the box is going to tell me the next move that I'm looking for. If we break outside of this box right here, we can potentially go to the downside. But I will not enter into a play if we break beneath this white box. Okay? I'm not entering, let me kind of break this down to you. I'm not entering into this play if we break outside of the box. Why is that? Why is that? Because we have this demand zone sitting right here. And I know it's buyers right there. So I'm going to be patient. Okay. If we break above this area right here, the pivot point, and sit there, I can enter into calls and ride it up for a little bit. Okay. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, it told you the numbers originally put in, Miss Steele. Yep. It tells you numbers. Yep. All right, let's see. All right, so now we kind of pushing back down some. And what I want you guys to focus in on something right quick, okay? I want you guys to focus in on something, all right? Something that always, when you're doing day trading, everybody, when you're doing day trading, you're going to draw more levels. Like you see the levels, I already have my pivot levels, but you're going to draw more levels as well, okay? Something that sticks out to me. When this stock at 10 o'clock opened up right here, at 10 o'clock, this stock opened up and it pushed up, right? It pushed up. When it pushed up and it stopped right here. Out the blue, right? Out the blue, the stock literally just stopped right here. It stopped. For some reason, it stopped right here. Why did it stop right here? When you're day trading, everybody, you need to ask these questions. What made this stock push up right here, this candlestick push up right here and just stop right there? What made it happen? You got to ask yourself that question. You look back right here. Look what it did. It went to the same place it stopped at the last time. Look at that. Came up here at 7:15 this morning, hit this area, and when it hit this area, where did it go to? It fell all the way down to right here. Boom. Then it pushed back up, fell back down to right where? Right here again. So now, if I know what I know, it pushed right, it came right here, rejected that level, fell down here, pushed back up, fell back down right here to this same level, pushed back up here again, tried it again, and then it's falling back down. So where is this stock possibly going if it continues to fall down? It's possibly going right back down here to this white line. I'm going to make it a different color. Actually, I'm going to make it a zone. I want to erase that. And as you start trading, everybody, you guys will start finding your own ways you draw stuff. I'm going to draw a smaller zone right here to remind me that, hey, this is an area where the stock bounced from. Okay? That's a small area where the stock bounced from. Good stuff, Six Hustles. Six Hustles just made 20% on that stock on puts, on SPY puts. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I love it. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. SPY puts, 20% profit, everybody. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. All right. Any other stocks anybody want me to look at as well? If you want me to look at some other stocks, let me know. Right now, the market for me as far as trading is not doing anything as far as me buying in. I have, like I said, I have my areas that I'm looking at for potentially getting in. And right now, the main area is above that pivot. Okay, above that pivot. So anything that you guys want me to get into, just let me know and I try to jump. I try not get into, but want me to break down or take a look at, let's put in the chat. All right, let's see what QQQ have going on right now. QQQ. QQQ is the NASDAQ 100. It's the 100 largest tech companies. 100 largest tech companies. All right, so we on QQQ. All right, Tesla and QQQ. Okay, got you. So QQQ right here. Let's go back and take a look at the 1 year, 1 day on QQQ. Matter of fact, let's go back to the 3 year, 1 week on QQQ. All right, so with QQQ, QQQ can possibly go like almost, it can go almost about a nice $10 move some days. So let me draw a little area right quick so I can kind of give you guys a breakdown I'm looking at. When I first come to a stock, I like to draw a radius. So I do like a $10 radius on like SPY and QQQ. I'm gonna do 410 to, let's say 420 to like 440. So I'm gonna go up there. Okay. So now what I'm going to look at, everything that's inside of these white lines. Okay. I'm going to draw support and resistance levels for everything that's inside of these white lines. Okay. So right now I'm on the 3 year, 1 week time frame. So I see we have a level of support right here. I like that because you see it bounce right here, set right here, broke through right there. So I'm gonna make this a different color. Edit properties. Let's make it, for this example, I'll make it purple. There we go. All right, so that's purple. Boom. Okay. Now I'm gonna drill. There's nothing else major. Maybe this push down right here. I like that. Okay. I'm going to the 1 year, 1 day time frame. Break it down right here as well. Oh, I didn't make it. Edit properties, purple, save as default. Okay, there we go. So now let's break it down some more. On the 3 year, 1 year, the 1 year, 1 day. So I see resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance, resistance. So right here, I'm gonna draw a level. Nice level right there. A level right here as well. Okay. I'm just drawing strong support, and I'm drawing some strong support and resistance areas right now, everybody. I'm just finding out what I'm doing right now is I'm finding out where the buyers and where the sellers are hanging at. So these lines you're seeing, only thing these lines represents are locations where buyers and sellers have normally bought in at, where they're hanging out at. Okay, go to the 4 hour time frame. Drill down some more. See if anything stands out to me. Boom. 4 hour time frame. Nope, pretty much got them. Okay, so right now, if we take a look at SPY, I mean QQQ on the 4 hour time frame, right? Right now, we're sitting at a level. Okay, this level that we're sitting on, historically over the past few months, has been a strong level of support. As you can see, right here it was resistance, right here was support, 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 support right here, and right now it's acting as support, but it's looking like we want to break through this level. It looks like we want to break through this level. Interesting, right? Now, everybody, check this out. We literally just went over this with SPY from back in July 2023. Everybody, look at this. This is the 4 hour time frame this time. Look what I'm about to show you, everybody, about QQQ. This stock made a high right here, right? It made a high right there. It pushed down, boom, 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 strong push down. And after the push down, what did it do, everybody? It bounced off a level of support and pushed up here. And it came right here. Everybody, what is this right here? What's this right here, Miss Steele? What is it? What's different from this to this right here? From here to here, what is it? It's a lower high. This high right here was 438. This high right here was 436. Yep, and you're right, Miss Steele. I can put a trend line right here on the 4 hour time frame and see what happens. Okay? And see what happens. So boom, fell down. So now we also made a lower low because the last low was right here. The last low was right there. And then now we're down here and potentially even going down further. So we made a lower low as well. Small downward trend starting to form. So the data tells us that eventually we're going to have a pullback. And if that pullback is lower than this low right here, lower than this high right here, it's going to reject and it's going to push back down. And it's a strong possibility it's going to break through wherever this one ends at. Okay. So that's what's happening on QQQ from a higher time frame right now. Let's drill down to a lower time frame, like an intraday time frame, 15 minutes. And you can see it just as clear as day here on the 15-minute time frame as well. We're doing a downward trend, everybody. Okay? So if I'm playing QQQ right now on QQQ, what we're doing is we broke through this level. Now we're retesting this level. And we're potentially about to do what? Reject this level right here. We reject this level. What are we going to do? We're going to continue to push down. Okay? We're going to continue to push down. We get through this line, we get through here. That yesterday's low. We could potentially see a push on down here to this 417 area. Over the course of the next few days, we can go all the way down to 417 and possibly pause right there for a moment. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing on QQQ right now. We are in a downward trend from a larger time frame, right? Intraday level. I will be looking for puts off a rejection of this right here and a break of this level right here. So if I'm trading QQQ right now, I'm putting QQQ in a box right there. That's my box. Okay, this is my box right here. The stock is trading inside the box. If the stock break beneath this box and retest and reject and push down, potential entry for puts. Also, if you say, hey Chris, I think I want to get in right now, not a bad play. You can possibly get in right now on potential puts and have a stop loss right above this blue line, right above this level right around here. You can go have a stop loss right here where this line is, or you can even take your stop loss up here to this top level right there. Either or, it all depends on how much you want to risk. All depends on how much you want to risk, okay? So that's a play for QQQ. To the upside on QQQ right now, not much of a play. I'm not looking at a play to the upside on QQQ right now. If I do my pivots as well right now, I probably will see something as far as my pivots as well, but I'm not going to do the pivots on it, okay? I'm not going to do the pivots on it. Yep, nice setup for a put play, right? I like it. I would probably put my stop loss right here, this 425.1, okay? 425.1, put a stop loss right there. Looking for the main thing I'm looking for this breaker, this 423.47. Now I'm not gonna play with you. I may get into this QQQ put. I'm not gonna hold you. I may do it. I'm gonna wait and see though. I really want to see a break of here, but like I said, if I get into it and I put a stop loss right there, I'm only losing. The way that I'm gonna trade this trade, the way that I would trade this trade, I would probably only be risking about a couple $100 if I get into it. Probably only be risking a couple $100. So not bad at all. Okay. Let me see some other. Somebody said Tesla. Tesla is the talk of the town. All right. Tesla's the talk of the town. What's up, bud? What's wrong?
The remote control's not working.
The remote control not working. It is working?
Yeah, but
What happened to your finger?
can we go upstairs?
Yep, give me about 15 more minutes. I'll be up there, okay? What y'all been listening with?
We was going upstairs and Seth was going down with his belly.
Okay. All right, I'll be there in a few, okay? Mommy, tell mommy too, okay? Tell mommy. Y'all go back upstairs. I'll be up there in a minute. Robinhood. So I stay away from Robinhood. Robinhood, well, put it like this. Robinhood is only for long-term trades. Okay? Robinhood is only for long-term trades. So you can buy your leaps on Robinhood if you want to. Okay? I stick with Thinkorswim for my day trading though. I would stick with a platform that you can actually look at. I would stick with a platform where you can actually do your technical analysis on. Now, if you want to do Robinhood and say, hey, you want to do Robinhood, do your technical analysis on TradingView, that's cool too. But I stay away from Robinhood, man. I do all my long-term plays on Thinkorswim, man. I stay away from Robinhood, honestly, man. It's just, I stay away from it. But there's nothing bad about it, except you can't do technical analysis on it. So check this out, everybody. Tesla, right? Tesla. This is what Tesla has going on. Let's go to the 1 year, 1 day. Okay. Tesla has been trading inside of a box for a pretty long time. For a mighty long time. Right? Not too long, but. So right here. This is the bottom for Tesla. Right down here. And this is the top really for Tesla. Right around here. Okay. So Tesla has been trading inside of a box, right? 195.40 to 176.79. Okay, it has been trading inside of this box since January 25th. Okay, so basically about a month now, right? It's been inside of this box. Okay, Tesla has been beat down from just data, just from news, from Elon Musk. All these things are beating Tesla down. Everybody, when I tell you Tesla is a great company, hands down. Tesla is a great company. Tesla will revisit the glory days. Okay? Tesla will revisit the glory days. When people understand, well, people already understand this, but Tesla is not an EV company. Tesla is a technology company. Okay? And Tesla will battle back. Hands down. Right now, you cannot go wrong with getting into Tesla. Okay? Well, listen to what I'm saying closely though. You cannot go wrong getting into Tesla if you're going to hold Tesla for long term. For the short term, everybody, if the market goes down, Tesla is going to go down with it. Therefore, giving you a better opportunity to enter in to Tesla. Now, if you're a long-term stock buyer on Tesla, there's no reason why you're not buying up this stock. If you're a long-term stock buyer, right? But if you're out or buying shares, yes, I trade ETFs all the time, RC. That's what I trade. Yep. That's SPY. That's what I trade all day, every day. Okay. But if you're trading stock options and you say, hey, I want to get into a 1 year contract, I personally believe you have a better opportunity to get into that 1 year contract once the market decides to fall back down. And once it does fall back down, that'll be a great time for you to enter in and make some moolah. Okay. But I like Tesla. Okay. But we do know Tesla's been inside of a box. It briefly broke out of the box. Okay. It briefly broke out of the box on a couple days ago. On February the 16th or February the 15th, it broke out of the box. Then February the 16th outside of the box. And now you can see it's kind of going back inside of the box. Okay. It's going back inside of the box. All right. Why is it going back inside of the box, Chris? Because the market has been falling. That's why. Okay. That's why. All right. When this market starts to fall, it's going to fall right back into this box. It's going to come somewhere in this box. It may even break out at the bottom of the box. Okay. It may even break out of the bottom of the box. Trillon, if you wait for a break and retest and fall, that's like a 30-minute wait to decide if you're going to enter in the puts, right? Asking because of the waterfall conversation. Yeah, got you. So yes, so when you enter in, if it breaks that second box we drew, Miss Steele, that second box is going to be a nice entry point, right? But you don't want it to fall already and be far away, then you enter. You always want to enter when the stock is at EMA or at a support level or inside of a demand zone, supply zone, and so on. Okay? All right, so that's my thoughts about Tesla. I like Tesla. Do not write Tesla off. Tesla is just like Meta. It's just like Facebook, right? People wrote Facebook off, and next thing you know, Facebook is at almost at all-time highs right now, or is at all-time highs right now. Okay, so I like Tesla. I'm a big fan of Tesla. Okay, let's see what SPY is at. So in other words, I'm telling you, I will be buying Tesla on the push-up. SPY is doing the same thing, everybody. SPY is doing absolutely doing nothing but consolidating right now. It's boring, consolidating. Okay, that's all it's doing, just consolidating. Inside of a small box. And everybody, I always tell everybody, when you come into the program and all that good stuff, you learn about the IO. I have a thing called IO. IO. What the IO stands for means it's okay. IO stands for it's okay. All right. It's okay mean it's okay not to make a trade. For example, right now, it's okay if you do not trade today. Because the market is not presenting anything that's the market is not presenting anything that's sticking out right now. It does have a potential. It have setups, right? It does have setups, but it's not sticking out right now. Nothing major is happening right now. So it's okay just to chill, watch the market, step away from the market, come over here and set some alerts. I can come right here, set an alert, say, hey, if it breaks right here, create an alert, boom. So now if it comes above this gold line right here, I'm going to get a text message to my phone saying, hey, this stock has broken above this level. Then I can come back and check and say, okay, let me look and see what's going to happen. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Thinkorswim has TOS for your phone as well. Go to the App Store and download TOS. TOS is the app. Thinkorswim app. It's connected. It's connected to your platform. Okay. All right. So we have about 10 minutes, everybody, before this live trading session is over. So what I want to do is, everybody, I want to give you my thoughts on the video. What are my thoughts on the video earnings? Okay. What are my thoughts on the video earnings? Let's talk about it for a second. Okay. What are my thoughts on the video earnings? Also, everybody, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel as well, everybody. So when I go live probably about 3 to 4 days a week on YouTube. And you just go to the live section. I don't make many videos. I just do live sessions, right? I don't be having time to chop down videos and make them. Right? So I just get on here and talk live, right? So my thoughts on the video today. I'm truly on the fence, everybody. I'm really on the fence about the video. I personally believe the video will have great numbers. I mean, it's like the proof is almost in the pudding that the video will have great numbers, right? What's scary is NVIDIA sold off yesterday. NVIDIA sold off $34 yesterday, $33, $32, roughly around $30 yesterday. The stock dropped down $30 yesterday. And then today is currently down, what, $14. So that's a $44 sell-off, a $44 sell-off in 2 days. $44 sell-off in 2 days. Now, these are just my thoughts. I'm just giving you my thoughts right now, okay? That's a $44 sell-off in 2 days. Now, if you are an investor and you believe that NVIDIA is going to meet their earnings, why would you sell off and take your profits? Because if they meet their earnings, the stock price can, like, do what it did last time, go crazy to the upside and go up $100. And now your entry point, now if you want to re-enter, and you might just be taking some profits, but if you want to re-enter, you're going to be getting in at a higher price. So there's something spooking the market, right? It's something spooking the market or spooking the video in general, that people are taking profits ahead of the earnings. That's very interesting to me. So I personally believe that two things can happen, right? Two things can happen. Of course, they hit their earnings and the market goes crazy up. It goes crazy up, okay? Before this sell-off, I was saying, listen, if NVIDIA hit their earnings, the market may go to that, the video may hit $900 to $1,000, right? Now with this sell-off happening, I'm lowering that number probably to 800 to like 750 to 800, almost $900 that it can possibly go to if it hits in the market and it stays up. But on the other side, it may hit its earnings, right? It may meet and hit earnings and still sell off. That's the kicker right there. And still sell off. And that sell-off will be based upon people are taking profits. The people are people are taking profits, and they are afraid of what's going to happen with inflation. Yes, the contracts are expensive right now on NVIDIA because they're souped up for earnings. Whenever earnings come around, the contracts are very, very expensive. Okay. Common sense. How do we schedule a call about mentorship? Boom, boom, boom. Common sense. Send me an email right here. admin@iwantknowledge.com. Okay. Send me an email. I think my pool guy just came to the house. I think my pool guy's at the door. 1 second. Hey, babe. That's the pool guy? Listen, I told him to be at 11 o'clock. It's 10:55. Came early. I think that's the pool guy. Might be in the pool in our backyard. So we got to get the dimensions and all that stuff. So what I think can potentially happen is it can meet its earnings and fall down. The pool guy's here? The pool guy's here? Yeah, tell him I'm coming up. Yeah, send him down to me, baby. Yeah, so, and Jeremy G, take somebody's course as a beginner. I'm going to tell you now, I lost $62,000 trying to learn on YouTube. Take my free webinar just to see if you like it first, okay? Because it may not be for you, right? Take my free webinar just to see if you like it first, right? And then I'll be right with you. Thank you. Take my free webinar, which is Sunday. Just go to my Instagram, type in webinar, and see if this is something that you want to do before you even invest any money into it, okay? But yeah, so that's my thought process about NVIDIA. I don't even know if I finished my thought, but my thoughts is this, everybody. 2 things I'm thinking. If NVIDIA hits its earnings, it can go up and go crazy. Break that 740, go into the 800s NVIDIA, maybe 900 NVIDIAs, okay? If it may hit its earnings as well and still fall down because people are going to start taking profit. If that happens, everybody, the market is going to sell off, okay? We're going to have a market sell-off. Okay, but then we have to ask our question right now. It's so many things to think about. That's why I tell you with earnings is a guess, everybody. There's no technical analysis in earnings. There's nothing but guessing going on when he does earnings. Okay, you're either guessing it's going up or down. Okay, that's it. So don't overthink it. You're gonna say, listen, I'm either doing a put, I'm doing a call. If you win, you're lucky. Point blank period. There's nothing else to really think about when it comes to it. There's no type of technical analysis that can break down and tell you what's going to happen when it happens. No. Everybody, what's going to happen is going to happen. And we cannot control that. By no means. Appreciate it, Marquisha. Marquisha said, take Chris' course, you won't be disappointed. Appreciate it, Marquisha. So you listen, you definitely... I'm just telling you, when it comes to earnings, like on Facebook earnings a couple weeks ago, I made $8,000 off Facebook earnings. I took a wild guess. I did a call on Facebook. Woke up and next thing you know, it went crazy to the upside, up like $60, $70. I put $800 in, made $8,000. I could have put $800 on the put and lost $800, right? So whatever you put in on earnings plays, everybody, just be prepared to lose it. If I do go in on earnings, I'm going in roughly around $2,000. I probably put roughly around $2,000 in on an earning play if I do decide to do it. I will make my decision at 3:55 p.m. Okay, 3:55 p.m. I will buy in. All right, and I don't know if it's gonna be a call or a put right now. I'm definitely on the fence. Have no idea. All right. Okay, everybody. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this session of live trading. Everybody, we do this every Wednesday, okay? I used to do it every Wednesday a lot, but then I slowed down when the new baby came. So now back doing this every Wednesday. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the channel, all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this information that was provided today. The market didn't do anything, so I didn't get into the market. It's okay not to get into a trade some days. If you want to be a part of my free webinar that's coming up, go to my Instagram page and just type in webinar, okay? If you say, Chris, I want to join your 5-day mastermind that's coming up March 25th through March 29th, go look in the description box of this YouTube video, or or if you're on Facebook, look in the description box. Just click that link. You can register for the class. Okay, it's a 5-day class I spend with you live via Zoom. All right, everybody. I will see you all soon. When is the next mastermind being off? The next mastermind is March 25th through March 29th. March 25th through March 29th. Kwame crazy. All right, everybody, listen. Y'all have a good one. All praise to the Most High. Y'all have a good one.